What's up? What's the deal? What's the deal? It's your boy J-Mo, man. I'm here. I'm back today, dropping a video. Listen, this pain we experience. Pain is a part of life. We're just gonna go through it, but how we grow through it determines the person, the character, and the integrity that we have. Sometimes that pain is forced on us, and we don't have any choice but to change. Sometimes people just remain the same and say, "Oh, okay, I'm okay with who I am. I don't want to take any responsibility. I'm cool with being who I've always been." Then if that's you, then fine. Just go ahead, scroll on your phone, do whatever you want to do. But if you want to become somebody greater, if you want to be the best version of yourself, you're gonna turn that pain into pleasure. You're going to turn that pain into your promise. You're going to turn that pain into everything that God has for you. Who do you want to be? What do you aspire to be? What do you want to achieve on this life? It's all about how you treat this pain. I was going through the worst time of my life a few years ago, but then I was able to turn that pain into pleasure. I listened to God. He was always telling me, he said, "Man, you always coming to me about what you don't have, but you never come to me about what you do have." And that changed my perspective. I stopped hurting myself. I stopped allowing me to be hurt, to, look for forgiveness and other things and other people. I stopped that. I stopped that victim's mentality, that victim's thinking. And now I could project whatever I wanted out into the universe. I could stop being conformed by this world and be ye transformed by the renewing of my mind, so that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. I can do that now because all about how I look at things. Yes, you can. So you got to treat that pain as pleasure, and that pleasure as pain. Once you look at that donut that donut is pain for me. I can't eat that because it's gonna shoot up some dopamine into my head, and I'm not gonna want to really work, or I'm gonna feel sluggish, and I'm not eating food as energy no more. I'm eating food as just a comfort zone, or I don't like when you stop to look at it like that. You're going to change your whole different perspective on life, and you become a whole new being. See, listen, when I was driving past Dunkin' Donuts the other day, I said, in my mind, "Ooh, that donut, it looked good." But my body started to produce a nauseating feeling because I started to condition my mind to use my imagination and say that donut is pain. I don't like that donut. It's not going to allow me to be the best version of myself. But if I had that salad, if I can imagine that salad, like the smell of the onions, the tomatoes, the cucumbers, and how it just juices in my mouth, and how it just feels so good. Pause. I know that's a little, overrated. But if I can just imagine that, people like to use their imagination for things that they love, which that's cool. But what about using your imagination for the things that you hate? Nobody want to use the imagination when you got to go work out, take a little action, go work out, or you got to go eat a salad when you don't want to, or go record a video or make some music. People don't want to use that for that. But if you learn how to use your imagination for your pain and turn that into your pleasure, you're going to be way farther ahead because it's going to motivate you. It's going to having that internal motivation. And that visualization, seeing your goal every day, or imagining it, and then taking little actions every single day towards your future, it's gonna put you in a whole different mindset. Because all things work together for good, for those who love God, for those who are called according to His purpose. If you get off of if you get off of that diet and you ain't really wanted to be, you know what I mean, like. You didn't want to fall off the wagon, I should say. That's an opportunity for you to get back up, for you to say, you know what, send that positive energy out there. I'm getting back on this horse. I'm getting back to that diet. I gotta get to who I want to be, because once you yell and you send that positivity out into the world, and you say, this is who I am. I'm unapologetically, this is who I am, God. I know I messed up. I know I'm compromising my integrity. I feel a little bad, but I got to get back up again. Once you say that and you affirm to yourself, all things work together for good, you start to empower yourself. You start to say, this is who I am. I am imperfect, but I can still work it. I can still become that person I need to be. I can still fight. I got it in me. I have that discipline. I hate when people come up to me. I don't say I hate things. I always try to remain neutral, but I hate when somebody says, I don't have discipline. Yes, you do. You have all of the discipline inside of you. You have everything. It takes discipline to sit there and be scrolling on your phone. It takes discipline for you to sit there on that couch. It takes discipline for you to do. It takes discipline. But what if you change your mind? What if you say, hey, man, you know what? I'm about to have a new discipline. I'm about to take some new actions. You ain't got to do too much. That's our problem. We want to jump to the moon and be there and just want to stay. No, what about taking those small, consistent actions on a daily basis and building on top of that? Man, I'm telling you, when the Chinese communists took American prisoners, they would convert the American prisoners and have them to believe that communism was good. And they would write handwritten letters back to the American government showing that, hey, you know what, man, communism is good. Communism is good. I don't know why y'all having something bad about it. Why? Because they were able to trick their minds. Right? They will offer them some food, come back in a couple hours. Then they will offer them some cigarettes, come back in a couple hours. Then they'll talk to them. They'll make suggestions to them. Like, you don't really like the American government, do you? Yeah, they kind of bad. Yeah, I don't know. Like, they're just throwing suggestions out there. You feel me? So you got to start small and work and build your way up, because those suggestions are what you start to program your subconscious deep inside of your mind and start to change those things that are pain and then be able to turn it into that pleasure. Say, when me laying down here, me scrolling on my phone, me not being the best version of me, that is pain. But if me going to work out, me going to record this video, me going to study, this is pleasure. This is the person I know I'm going to aspire to be. I can be the best version of myself from here. This is pleasure. I can't wait to go do that. We got to change our mindset, because if we look at things and we say, this is a have to do thing, we not gonna want to do it. We're not gonna look forward to do it. We're gonna if I came in here this video and I was like, damn, I have to do this. I'm like, I wouldn't want to do it. But if I come and I say, yeah, you know what, this video, I can't wait to do it. I can't wait for it to feel for it to be food to my soul, for it to be make me a better version of myself, to see the end product, for me to work on my craft, for me to work on mastery every single day and focus on the process. I'm looking at it in a whole different light. When you start to look at it like that, you start to have a different enjoyment out of the process. So never let, just the way you look at things hold you back. The problem is not the problem. It's the way you're looking at the problem, or the circumstance, or the situation. You just have to change your view and your mind on it. And you'll be able to turn that pain into your promise, into that future, into what God wants for you. Because in order for you to grab hold of that future that God has for you, first you got to forget about those things that are behind and reach forth into those things that are before. And then secondly, you got to transform into a whole different being, a whole new you, one that walks by the Spirit, one that walks with God. Because when you walk by the Spirit, you cannot walk by the flesh. It's contrary to the flesh. And God will continue to hold your hand and strengthen you if only you continue to fight and resolve yourself and say, you know what, if I had that donut today, I'm getting back up today, and I'm gonna have a salad on my next meal. I'm gonna keep fighting. I'm gonna keep forging ahead. That's the one. Those are the ones God are with. God is with the warriors. He's with the fighters. He's not with the people that lay down. You lay down, he can't do nothing to help you. But if you keep moving, if you keep working, he said, do not be weary in your well-doing, for in due season you shall reap if you faint not. Don't faint. He got you. Just stay encouraged. He's going to make sure everything is supplied for you. He will supply all your need according to his riches and glory in Christ Jesus. Just stay positive. Stay encouraged. Keep doing the things that you need to do and always be a better version of yourself. Let's go.